Hello, my mindful yogis. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the 21-day yoga challenge. We are on day 8. You are killing it if you're still out there with me practicing every day. You're killing it if you've practiced a couple of times. Just stay on your yoga mat this month, okay, and keep moving. And today I'm going to do something a little different that will drive some of you crazy, maybe. That's okay. That's kind of one of the reasons I'm doing it. Most of this 21-day challenge will be power yoga. And today we're going to move at the end, but we're going to start with some yin, okay? So it's going to be one of these yin-yang practices. I'll link. I did it one time in the past, and it felt really good in my body, actually. And it's nice to do yin with the body that's not heated up, and then we will finish by getting our body warmed up, and we'll do some flow, okay? So we're going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana. Come down onto your back. Take the soles of your feet together. Right hand onto your belly, left hand onto your heart. Just let your arms rest, yeah? If you can't get your hands all the way to the center and then without your arms hitting the ground, then just let your hands land wherever they land. In yin, there's not you don't want to focus on the form too much. You generally put your body in the form of the pose and then make sure you're not holding on to any muscles, right? A little different than maybe when you do this in power yoga. Just allowing yourself to be soft. Come right to that edge. You might want to bring your heels a little closer to your groin, a little further away. Feel where you get the most stretch in the hips. And just find your breath. Really generous, deep breaths. It doesn't have to be ujjayi here, just intentional breathing, yeah? Allowing yourself to land and just acknowledge if you're antsy, okay? I know, I feel it. Right? You might think I just want to move. You might be thinking about not doing this video and changing it to a different one for today. I mean, that's an option, of course. And the other option is to stay and just be in this experience that's not harming you, but maybe makes you a little uncomfortable, a little agitated. Slowing down, just letting the body land and actually experiencing the sensations over time with your breath. In and out. Just check you're not holding on to any muscles. See if you can get the sensations any deeper. A couple more breaths. In and out. Last breath here. Let's take a counter pose quickly. So bring your knees together, touching, and then step your feet as wide as your mat. So your knees are resting at center. Arms can stay where they are, or you can just let them fall out beside you, palms facing the ceiling. Breathe here just for a moment. This is people that say they can't meditate, or you don't want to meditate in the morning because you feel like you've got to start doing things. It actually can be amazing. I know from my experience how much space it creates in the day just to slow down a little bit. First thing, give yourself the experience of ease. You're going to straighten out your legs and then pick your arms up over your head. We're going to move into banana pose. Okay, so what you're going to first do is bring your hips over to the left side of your mat as far as you can, okay? And then take your hands over as far to the right as you can get. And then same thing with your feet, okay? So take your right foot as far over to the right as you can, and then hook your left ankle on top of your right foot. So banana pose, if you can't tell, you're making your body into the shape of a banana, okay? So you're gonna take your hips as far to the left as you can, Hands and feet as far to the right as you can. And just feel that side body stretch. You can grab onto your right wrist with your left hand and kind of like gently pull it up and over a bit more. Shoulders stay on the ground, yeah? As best you can do that, and then just keep breathing. So we'll be here just for about a minute or so. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open, but keep the focus here on the sensations in your body. Wherever that stretch is, wherever you feel the pose, that's the edge, right? Like working to get those sensations right to their peak without suffering, without pain, no injury, no forcing, but like challenge yourself to find the edge. Just breathe through it. Inhale and exhale. See if there's anywhere else to go here on this left side body stretch. Breath in, breath out. One more big breath. Feel that stretch, that opening. And then come back through center. You can bend your knees to move your hips, like bring them to center and then lift them all the way over to the right side of your mat and then set up your arms and legs, okay? So left foot all the way to the left. Hook your right ankle on top of your left foot. And then same thing here, grabbing your right wrist with your left hand, draw it up and over. Keep your shoulders on the ground. Try to keep as much of your hips too. Like you don't want to lift the hips way up. Let them rest on the ground. It's looking for the side body stretch. It's not like a big twist per se. Shoulders rooted and just like lengthening that side body. Generous breath. Breathe in. Mr. B, can you stop, please? Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if you can hear that, but that sounded very gross. I don't even have to see what was happening. Side body stretch. Make it nice and long. Inhale. Go a little deeper if it's there, just for these last couple of breaths. Stretch it out. Big inhale. Big exhale. Come back to center. Give your knees a gentle squeeze into your chest. Hug them in. You can just make a couple circles in each direction. That might feel nice here. And we're gonna move into waterfall, Viparita Karani, okay, the feet up. If you wanna use a block, go for it. I'm just gonna use my hands today so you can take just something to lift the tailbone a little bit. It helps to, take some of the work out of the leg muscles to keep the legs in the air. Let your feet be, soft. You don't have to flex them here. Just feel that blood flow in your legs, like energy moving, your toes maybe start to get cool or tingling. Just land here. We're gonna move, right? So don't be antsy, that's coming. And if you feel like you need more of a workout than this, then just do a little bit more than 30 minutes today. That's not gonna kill you, I promise. I've got lots of fiery options that you can do right after this class to finish it out. Actually, I'll just clear right here. I forgot to set my timer, so I'm not gonna go back now. I just realized a second ago, I'm not starting over. This feels too good. So this will hopefully be 30 minutes, but I'm freestyling it. We'll hope for the best. Just let yourself be right here. Breathing and experiencing the difference that a little bit of time can make in the pose. Yeah, feel little adjustments that happen. Feel the energy in your body moving as you hold the pose. You breathe with any sensations that come. your toes. Or just be still. Just about another 30 seconds. We are getting close to a little bit more fire, but not quite there. So just let yourself be here. Your breath doesn't have to be so audible as it is in fiery, like in power yoga and the yang. Like it will be like when we start to move a bit more, that helps to build heat. Just deep intentional breaths for yin. It's not forced. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. My camera just died halfway through the class, so I finished it without realizing. We're gonna move forward from here. This is take number 2 for the last 15 minutes. That's okay. Move into happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet. Draw your knees down towards your armpits. Buddy, hey, can you maybe not lick so aggressively? Thanks. Flex your feet, just like gently here. You're not putting too much force, just kind of feeling your spine, your low back, gently pressing into the floor. Breathing. Hey, can you not just like randomly lick your bed? That'd be great. Thanks. What are you doing? You're such a weirdo. He's not even cleaning himself. He's just like licking his bed. Maybe some celery residue on there. Breathe in. See if you can take that stretch any deeper. Yeah, right here. Flex the feet. Draw your knees down towards your armpits. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Take another breath. And then let yourself come down, knees to the ground. You can just like windshield wipe the knees quickly here. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And rock front to back a couple times. You'll bring yourself up to Navasana. So let's just start to build a little bit of heat right here. Chest lifting. Find any variation. It can be with legs straight, arms straight, like the feet grabbing your feet. You can find support with your hands or feet on the ground, whatever you need. Find that spot, get to the peak, lift it up, take a breath in, and rock front to back a couple times. You'll move into downward facing dog. Pedal at your knees. And just feel down dog after that. Yeah, feel it out. Stretch out your body. Spread your fingers and toes. Get into your hands and your feet. Feet together. Lift your right foot up. Take three-legged dog. We're going to start to move now. Let's build some heat in the body. Wiggle your toes. Open your right side body. And then switch sides. Left leg. Up. Open it up. Breathe. Feel that big stretch. Take one more breath here. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. Bring your right foot to meet it. Halfway lift. And fold. Extended mountain. Reach up. And fold forward. Take a quick ragdoll. Interlace, hands at elbows. Just let your upper body dangle. Just for like one breath. Feel that stretch of the spine and the neck. Inhale. Hands back to the mat, toes touching. Come up to a flat back. And fold. Extended mountain. Go up, go back, and hug into your legs. Halfway lift right away. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step forward. Halfway lift. fold. Extended mountain, lengthen your whole body, and then fold, squeeze into your legs. Lengthen your spine, shoulders draw back. Chaturanga Dandasana, flow it out. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breath in. Exhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, hop or step forward, flat back. Fold. Extended mountain, again, reach for it, stretch back, and then hug in to your legs. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, flow. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Come onto your toes, bend your knees, building tapas, hop to the top, flat back, and fold. Chair. Fold. Lengthen. And flow. Moving now with your breath. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Warrior one. Take a dancing warrior. Reach up. Open to warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Flip. Reverse that right hand back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left side, do that, step through, breathe, reach, warrior two, flip and reverse, peaceful warrior, Chaturanga Dandasana, flow, up dog, lift up, downward facing dog, do that again, right side, warrior one, warrior two, flip and reverse, stretch, Chaturanga Dandasana, flow, upward, downward facing dog, left side, reach up, open to two, flip and reverse, Chaturanga Dandasana, breathe, upward, downward facing dog, full breath in, full breath out. Step your right foot into crescent lunge. On the inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist. Lengthen your leg. Deep in that twist. Feel like it. Lift in that back heel. Shoulder integration. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior two. Use the exhale to settle in. Flip. Reverse to peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Just a breath here. Fingers down. Reach that left arm up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Plant your hands. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Crescent lunge. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, whoop, to twist. If you lose your balance, just find it. Come back in the next breath, wherever you are. Join in, breathe in, twist. Warrior two, open up. Sink into it. Flip and reverse. Extended side angle. Spark your top fingers. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Fingers to toes, feet hip distance apart. Scoop up your toes. Take a halfway lift here on the inhale. Lengthen your spine. On the exhale, pull on your toes. Fold deep into your legs. Do that one more time. Lengthen on the inhale, flat back. And fold. Release your toes. Come down onto your bum. Move into a back bend. Take one. Make it worthwhile, yeah? Make it count. Whatever you're going into, wheel or bridge, lift yourself, fire it up, breathe in, breathe out. Biggest expression right here. Slowly come down. Knees from side to side. Take your legs up to the ceiling. Hands underneath your head. Let's do that. Lift your shoulders up. Ribs to hips. Scissor legs for 1, 2. Kicking my Christmas tree. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep your shoulders lifted. 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Hands behind your head. Bicycle twists for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Make some little circles clockwise, counterclockwise. Feet up, hands under your low back, leg lowers here. Breathe in, lower down 1/3, flex the feet. Inhale, down another 1/3. Breath. 1 inch off the mat, look at your toes. Point your toes forward and then flutter kick like you're swimming for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex your feet, go up. That looked really weird in that Christmas ball on my tree. That reflective, like a round mirror. Let's lower down again. Take a breath in. Lower down. Inhale. Look at your toes. Scissor kick back and forth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, toes up. 1 more, lower 1/3. Flex, hug muscles of the legs. Lower another 1/3 on your exhale. Breathe in. Just off your mat, look at your toes. Just hold it here. Draw your pinky toes back towards your face. Spread the toes. Hug in. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Lift your feet up. Hug your knees into your chest. You'll grab the backs of your knees. Let's do 1 more Navasana to finish up. So come up, rock up to boat pose. Any variation you've got, take it on. Really challenge yourself. Do like the fiery, unstable, uncertain possibility. You might roll right out. That's okay. Come back. Set it up again if you do. Take a couple more breaths. In and out. Last one. And you can just cross your ankles and come down onto your hands and knees. We're going to finish in child's pose today, where we normally begin, but just land. And just a little bit longer in this pose than usual, yeah? So really feeling out. It's intentional, set it up. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Keep breathing. And rest here. For a moment, and it can be active if you want it to be. You can wake it up a little bit more. You can just let it be gentle. And the reading for today from Journey to the Heart is don't pick up energy that's not yours. I walked into a small town diner and sat down at the counter. I was the only customer, but the waitress ignored me. I waited while she sat in a booth reading the paper. Finally, she lowered the paper. "Is there something you want?" she barked from across the room. By the time I left the restaurant, I felt as crabby as the waitress appeared. It took a while to figure out what happened, but what had changed my mood was that I realized I had picked up her negative energy. Feelings that had nothing to do with me. It was like someone had splashed mud on my windshield. Most of us have crabby days and an abundance of our own feelings to deal with. We don't need to let others splash their negative energy on us. We don't need to pick it up and carry it around. If someone splashes your windshield with mud while you're driving down the road, what do? You wash it off and you go on your way. Learn to tell when what you're feeling is your emotions and your business. Learn to tell when someone has splashed on you. You don't have to take responsibility for what's not yours. Be done with it as quickly as possible. Thoughts are energy. Crabby thoughts and crabby emotions can be like mud. If someone splashes you, wash off your windshield, send them a blessing, and go on down the road. Wiggle your fingers, press the tops of your feet down into your mat, and really sit as deep as you can in this child's pose. Take one more breath where you are. Sit into it, stretch your body, and then you'll bring yourself up to a seated position. Sit up tall, eyes can stay closed, hands at the center of your chest. Take a breath in. Open your mouth, let it out. Thumbs to the center of your forehead. Thank you for doing that flow with me. Together we bow and we say, Namaste. Amazing work, Yogi. If you made it this far in the video, then that means you made it through this practice, hopefully. And yeah, let me know, comment below how that feels in your body. I feel like I love doing it like that, like slow at the beginning and then speeding it up at the end. Some days it probably wouldn't fit for me, but that felt good to me today. Comment, let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're doing this challenge, please be a subscriber. And you can also check out my Patreon if you want to support the channel. That's the best way to do it, okay? All that stuff is in the description below. Keep moving your body, keep nourishing your body, stay connected to this practice and this challenge. And I will see you again really, really soon. You're already more than a third of the way there, yogis. Have an awesome day.